From the Rage for Order release, that of course is Queensryche, featuring the real Geoff Tate on lead vocal and
Stop.
Walk in the Shadows.
No. Geoff Tate with those other guys.
Yeah, with those other dudes, those imposters.
Yeah, that was Geoff Tate and them other guys.
Right.
Now that the lines have been drawn, let's draw them firmly.
Right.
Anything with Geoff Tate is Geoff Tate.
Right.
And Queensryche.
Sure.
That's the way it is.
That's how it is. That's how it always shall be.
That's how it probably always was, but everybody just wanted to be kind about it because Geoff was trying to, drag those other fucking knuckle draggers along with him.
Right.
But now that he doesn't need those fuck faces anymore, we have to acknowledge it the way it is.
Sure. Hail and kill caller, you're on the air.
Greetings and salutations, gentlemen.
Oh, my goodness. It's the real Geoff Tate calling the classic metal show.
Absolutely, in the flesh, Will. I suppose it's not exactly in the flesh if we were talking on the telephone, but I'm awfully glad to be speaking with you gentlemen again. I've been very busy this past, few weeks or so. It's good to reconnect with, friends and family for this holiday season.
Well, it's actually been a while, Mr. Tate, since you've graced the classic metal show, and I feel very honored that you haven't forgot us even in this holiday season.
No, I've always, I always like to look in on my, I keep my friends close. I never forget someone who's supported me, Geoff Tate, throughout the years, quite apart from those other boorish fellows.
Sure.
But I would like to say, as for your last musical selection, "Walk in the Shadows," I look with disfavor and a bit of disdain on much of the Queensryche catalog from the '80s, but I think "Walk in the Shadows" is a song that it has commercial appeal in the new millennium. All the kiddos, Miranda and her friends, they like to watch these vampire movies. "Walk in the Shadows" is, of course, a song about vampires. I think it has great selling power these days. So, I would not be surprised to see a re-recorded version on the soundtrack of the next Twilight picture or whatever.
Somehow I don't see that, Geoff. I mean, that's been a staple.
What? You don't see that?
No, I'm just going to pay you a compliment, Geoff. That song for me personally has been a staple in my musical catalog for over 20 years now. And every time I hear it,
So if you enjoy it, that means the kiddos can't enjoy it.
Oh no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that I think I would frown on a re-record because the original is just so.
Oh, stop it!
So poignant.
You are insulting Mr. Tate. You clearly are not acknowledging that those other guys are fucking buffoons that he just had to deal with. Stop it.
The fact is that I feel that, and thank you for going to bat for me, Christopher. The fact is I feel that my voice has opened up. I have new areas of vocal ability that I have not yet previously explored, and plus, if I re-record it, I get all the publishing rights.
Sure. Well, Mr. Tate, I know this is kind of a sidebar to your important message to us, but I have a guest in the studio tonight that is a particular fan of yours personally, who's been enjoying your, visits here on the Classic Metal Show for the last year, and I would like you to address our good friend Keith, who's observing the Classic Metal Show for the first time, and he's just a humble fan of yours.
Greetings and salutations, Keith. How are you tonight, sir?
I'm wonderful. How are you there, Mr. Tate?
I'm doing wonderful as well. Are you all ready for the holidays?
I am ready.
Well, people like us, it's difficult to determine which holiday to celebrate. Of course, Christmas is the traditional holiday in America. But as I am a black man, I toyed with the idea of celebrating, Kwanzaa. I don't know what people like you people. What do you celebrate, Keith?
What do you mean by you people? What do you mean by that, Mr. Tate? I mean, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but what do you mean by you people?
Well, I observed Christopher's commentary, boorish as it was, and uncouth and derelict. it made me wonder, is Keith, let me put it to you this way, Keith, casino or dot?
I don't know that we were talking about Keith specifically there, Mr. Tate. Wow.
I just want to know.
Can you answer the question, Keith? That's
I'm not saying nothing.
Jeez.
Well, that's not exactly clearing the air. The waters continue to be muddied. But,
I'll help a little bit, Mr. Tate. Keith does not celebrate Christmas or Kwanzaa. He is big on Diwali.
Is he? Is he going to? Is he going to Brahma or is he going to? The happy hunting ground?
We're gonna go back to Christmas, okay?
Let me ask you,
All right.
Keith.
Well, I'm certainly glad you do that because that plays exactly into my hands, so to speak, because I have an announcement to make.
All right.
The Tate family has been quite busy recently, and we've been decorating the tree and wrapping the presents and hanging the stockings by the chimney with care, and we've been planning something. And I would like to announce to all of your listeners, and even those fools in the chat room, I would like to announce the Queensryche Christmas Cabaret Show.
Wow. Now, what does that entail? That sounds wonderful.
Now, how does this differ from the cabaret shows that you did
I would like
2
to
years ago?
I would like to invite each and every one of you into the Tate family living room and to sit on the hearth and have a cup of wassail and possibly some eggnog. I like the young ladies with the little trace of the eggnog mustache.
That differs from a Dirty Sanchez, right, Mr. Tate?
No, the Dirty Sanchez is brown in color. The eggnog, what we like to call Noglip, as Young Doghouse's idol, Mr. Phil Hendry, refers to as Noglip.
Noglip.
It's white in color.
Do you mind if I use that this season, Mr. Tate? I don't want to infringe on your on a copywritten thing, but may I use that this season? Noglip?
Well, you should only be so lucky as to use Noglip, especially given the paltry amounts of poontang you've been getting in the past.
You should be providing some Noglip.
As I was saying, the Queensryche Christmas Cabaret Show, the wild success we enjoyed years ago with the Queensryche Cabaret concert, we wanted to bring that to a holiday atmosphere. If it's good enough for Twisted Sister and Trans-Siberian Orchestras, just rolling in the green stuff, why not Queensryche, right?
Yeah, I agree totally, Jeff.
Absolutely. I knew you would. And I would, since it's a time to reconnect with friends and family, I thought I would include all of my own family as well. And that is, of course, my lovely wife, Susan. She is here. She is, as she will be at the Queensryche Christmas Cabaret Show, she is wearing, shall we say, part of an elf costume.
And what part would that be, Jeff?
Well, the bottoms. Above the waist, she is wearing strategically placed jingle bells, shall we say.
Does Susan have a small or a large area from which to hang those bells from?
Absolutely. Susan, jingle for the boys, will you? Jingle all the way.
Good Lord. Unfortunately for her age has made it so she could put those things away when she's done jingling them, right?
What do you mean by that?
Well, she can tuck them in. She can tuck those bells in.
What are you saying?
You're talking about my wife,
yeah,
you
what
understand?
are you saying about Susan, Chris? I'm highly offended. I can attest.
Look, I don't know, but I'm assuming she has big floppy tits.
I can attest that Susan is very well intact.
Okay.
What do you mean? What do you mean you can attest?
Well, yeah, Neely.
Well, Geoff, you have been so generous as to allow me to share Susan with you this summer.
Variety is the spice of life, and marriage is a fluid thing and all that sort of thing, but that was entirely Susan's doing. I was only... I was in the closet with the door cracked open an inch, just paddling ham, as it were. And I left a bit of a splotch on the door.
Well, I can tell you, Geoff, that your generosity in sharing your lovely bride with me this year, because you're so open-minded, has been a highlight of the year 2013 for me.
Put some pop in your pickle, did it?
It did. I agree. There's nothing like a mature woman to
crimp in your cucumber.
It did.
I've been thinking about, I've always considered the possibility of Susan and possibly you sharing, Miss Veronica with me. That's what I would call a Geoff sandwich. My meat between those buns, good Lord.
And rightly so, Geoff. I would not deny you that.
Absolutely. But may we get back to the Queensryche Christmas Cabaret?
Please do.
Perhaps the centerpiece... I will be affording a preview to your listeners now what they might experience with the Queensryche Cabaret. Miranda, would you come here, please? Time for a little exhibition, if you know what I mean. All right, we'll do the number we talked about. Miranda is here. Say hello. Say hi, Miranda.
Hi, Miranda.
Hi, Miranda. And, of course, Susan is here as well. Say hello, Susan. Hi, Wendell. How are you?
I'm great, Susan. Thank you for a wonderful 2013.
Absolutely, Wendell, and I hope that 2014 is even better for you. Even bigger and harder and wetter and better.
You only get better with age.
I want to make all your dreams come true, Wendell.
Oof. What does Geoff have to say about that,
all right,
Susan?
Hold on now. We're not talking about that right now. We're talking about the Queensryche Cabaret show.
Can you guys keep focused, please?
Absolutely. It's quite a chore keeping all these disparate personalities focused. All right, Miranda, we'll do the number that we practiced. All right, hold on. All right, drop those drawers and bend over. It's butt bongo time. Can you hear, gentlemen?
Yes,
yeah,
go ahead,
hear
Geoff. We hear you perfectly fine.
All right, Miranda, sing it. 1, 2, 3. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only a hippopotamus to do. I don't want a doll, a dinky tinker toy. I just want a hippopotamus to play with and enjoy. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. With feeling. I don't think Santa Claus will mind you. He won't have to use a dirty chimney flue to bring him to the front door. That's an easy thing to do. All right, bring it home. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. No crocodiles or rhinoceroses. I only like hippopotamuses, and hippopotamuses like me too.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Holy shit.
I think that was probably one of the best renditions of that song I've ever heard.
Oh, if you could, she's stuck bare naked, and, that only enhances the experience.
That's a new definition of pop that pussy. Jesus Christ.
Absolutely. When you think about the hippopotamus, I only like hippopotamuses, and they like me too. what does that put in your mind? Big slimy hippopotamuses and my Yule log in the background.
Right. Burning brightly, no less.
We're going to have a holly jolly Christmas, let me tell you.
Sounds like it.
Sounds like somewhere I want to be at the Tate residence.
Wow.
Absolutely, and that's why we've decided to bring this to you, the fans who have stuck by us through thick and thin. 2013 has been a year of turmoil and tumult and tumescence. Yeah, get your dictionary out, look that up.
There's a lot of T's in there, Geoff.
I've got my dictionary out.
There's a lot of T's in there that includes Tate.
Tate and tits and, 'twas the night before Christmas when all through the house the only thing is moving were inside Susan's blouse. The smoking jacket was hung by the chimney with care. The lube on the nightstand in the hope that Susan's tits would soon be bare.
Wow. You paint quite a picture there, Geoff.
That's what I do. It's who I am. It's what I do. Squat pee poo. I paint word pictures. As an artist, my job is to take the listener on a journey inside their mind, to let their mind run free, to take them to places where they might not otherwise be able to travel.
Jesus.
My head is spinning, Geoff. I'm telling you. It's not from the booze either.
I'm glad you think that way, Wendell. We've had our ups and downs. I'm talking about you here. Susan and I, of course, have had our ups and downs, and up and down, and up and down, and in and out, and in and out, all that sort of thing. But you and I, Wendell, we've had our disagreements over the years, but at this time of joy and good tidings, it gratifies me to no end to know that you and I are on the same page, so to speak.
Absolutely, Geoff. I mean, regardless of the disagreements or disparities, we've always met toe to toe, eye to eye, and I think that we mutually respect one another.
And toe to toe, an Amazon like Miss Veronica, toes to toe to toe, your nose is in it, and nose to nose, your toes is in it.
Right. How come, I got to ask you, Geoff, how come Veronica always becomes a bargaining chip? That's what I want to know.
Because I want a piece of that. Why do you think? A young doghouse may have his opinions, but I have no problem burying my nose in that stinky hammerfall.
Wow.
I want all I can get.
Holy shit, wow.
So you're okay with following Clink, huh?
Absolutely. There's nothing I won't do for a piece of that.
Wow.
Yeah, till she screams commandant for you, right?
A man would have to be crazy to turn that down.
Yeah. What do you think about that, Neely?
I would agree with Geoff.
I knew they would feel that way, Christopher. Wendell. After all, we already know we have the similar taste in fine women. Of course, Susan, not as an Exhibit A, right?
Absolutely, top of the food chain, as the brothers would say.
I'm hoping that Santa Claus will bring me some new toys this Christmas as well.
What kind of toys would you like, Susan? What kind of toys are you dreaming of?
Oh, well, there's a thing called a magic butterfly. Have you heard of it?
Is that remote controlled?
It can be, yes, as I understand it, yes.
Sure.
And there's also a thing, it's a flickering tongue. You keep it inside your panties, and it simulates, the thing that you do.
Cunnilingus. You can go ahead and say it, Susan. Cunnilingus.
Yes, cunnilingus, and it's, the thing that I know that you're able to do with your tongue when you go.
Jesus.
And also, there's a thing called a sex egg. Have you heard of that?
Sure, absolutely. A vibrating sex egg.
Yes, absolutely. And there's some things that I would like to use to, I'm not as young and limber as I used to be, but there is a product out there, I believe they're called, and don't get this the wrong way, it's not for that, it's called jiggle balls. you use them to enhance the muscle tone in a certain
Sure,
area.
it's for Kegel exercises.
Susan is talking about the suicide squeeze.
Sure, absolutely.
Something I might say she is already, quite fully versed. But of course, we're talking about my mammoth proportions.
Right.
I don't know how she would. She might need some extra toning up to shall we say, compensate for the size differential between you and myself.
Right, Jeff. There's certainly no comparison between the two. I don't even know why she would even bother with me.
Well, the women's minds works in strange ways.
It does. It absolutely does.
It is not mine to question. Let her have her fun. I'm certainly having my own fun.
I've always been a advocate of once you go black, you never go back.
Well, that has certainly proven to be the case. But a woman is only a woman, but a good cigar is a smoke.
Right.
What the hell? God damn. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to this Christmas show.
Well, as well you should, Christopher. You and I are, brothers in horndoggery, as we are.
Yep.
As I like to say, don't sweat the petty stuff. Pet the sweaty stuff.
Jeez.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
Well, with that in mind, I suppose, I've made my big announcement. I hope everyone will join us for the Queensryche Christmas Cabaret Show, and I wanted to wish everyone else, a Queasy Kwanzaa.
Queasy Kwanzaa.
Wheat feet Kwanzaa, what?
Oh my God.
What, you don't like Kwanzaa? You don't think it's a real holiday?
No, I'm all for Dipwali myself.
Are you stepping up to me, you bitch?
Not me, Jeff. Whatever you support is good with me.
You damn right, you punk-ass motherfucker.
Wow.
Just don't shank his ass there, Jeff. Please.
Absolutely. I'm in too good spirits to really, bust balls, as it were.
I guess, but you sure didn't have a problem taking it out on me. Jesus Christ.
It's part of our relationship. It's the way we play, Christopher.
I guess, man. You're sounding like a Washington Street nigger the way you're coming to me. Jesus Christ.
Well, all's fair among friends, and Christopher, you and I will be speaking about your top 20 countdown of the
Right. That's fine.
we will be speaking, and I feel confident in my place that I will be, represented fairly and in my proper ranking. So we will think about that.
As long as somebody doesn't step in the way, I know you will be, Jeff.
I'm sure of it. I never doubted you, Christopher, not for a moment.
Right.
But there's some wassail calling me, and a nice some figgy pudding calling my name.
Figgy pudding.
Absolutely. I'm going to make that pudding. I'm going to make it jiggle like a jam hitting a hurricane. Have you ever seen pudding hit by a hurricane?
No.
Well, I'm about to. All right then, gentlemen. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. And fuck you, pal.
Good night, Jeff.
Good night, Christopher and Wendell, and also Keith as well.
Good night.
Have a great holiday there, Mr. Tate.
Fuck you, pal. Hail and kill.
Wow.
Woo.
That was a killer.
Yeah.
My eyes are literally watering over here.
Yeah, that got a little intense there. Wow, what did we all have in that one? Serious perversion, racism. It all came into play.
Washington street nigger, really, Chris?
What? That's what he was coming off like.
That's amazing.
He was using that foul language with me. I had to fight back.
I didn't think there was really a fight there at all, to be honest with you.
I think I was being called out. You were fucking his wife. I was being called an asshole for fucking not fucking his wife.
Right.
I think he earned that attack.
that was just over the top.
It's Steve Jackson in the chat room. Nigger's gonna nig. Jesus. Wow. Such racism on this show.
There is.
I don't know where it all comes from. Must be Keith.
He is a racist.
All this racism started because he celebrates Dipwali.
Right? He's like, don't you hang that on me.
Bullshit.
Oh, wow. Ugh.
Wow, that was amazing.
That was something.
The real Geoff Tate never ceases to amaze.
Nope, definitely doesn't.
Well, I'm gonna interview Keith again.
Okay.
Now, Keith has been, as I said at the beginning of the show, that he's been a fan of the CMS on the Spreaker for a year, and he's here for the first time to witness this in person. Keith, give us your impression of being interactive with the real Geoff Tate for the first time.
It's goddamn hilarious. I don't know what else to say.
Was this expected?
I didn't know what to expect. To be honest with you, I don't know what to expect.
Just tell me, is this like the time of your life or what?
I have literally been laughing my ass off from the start of the show.
Oh my God, Angel of Death.
I know, she's out of control. I don't know where she got that GIF from.
That fucking picture is hilarious.
I got to get you over here, Keith, so you can see this for yourself.
Yeah, he's got to see this.
And then you got to come back and comment on it.
Is that kid yelling "Walk in the Shadows"?
You gotta see.
Walk with me.
Okay. Thoughts?
I did not bring racism to the show. It was here long before me.
No, we never talked about Indian culture before you showed up.
No, but that was just to add on to what was already going on.
I still say the bone and the hair is the best.
I don't know. I like the fucking dollar necklace.
The big gold necklace, big gold chains.
That's hilarious.
Oh.
Jesus.
Ooh. I got to get a ticket to Newfoundland.
She gets more awesome by the minute.
She does. That's absolutely amazing. I'm, to be honest with you, dude, I am absolutely speechless. After all this nonsense has been going on, I am absolutely speechless.
I really don't have anything to add to this segment.
I really don't either.
Might as well play a song or something.
I think
to talk about, because we could end the show now and I'd be okay with it.
Sure. Well, you know what? I think we ought to play a song or two.
Yeah.
And we'll come back, and I think we ought to attack Anime Girl.
Oh, well, there's plenty to attack.
Because I don't know how long Keith is going to hang out, if he's going to be here for the entire show or not, but I know he's a fan of Anime Girl.
Table cake.
Keith ain't going nowhere. He's till the end of the show.
You goddamn right I am.
See, told you.
Table cake. Why is that one phrase just like sticks in everybody's mind?
No, it's funny.
Table cake.
Table cake.
Table cake. That's just the funniest damn thing.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, I think since it's new and it's good and it's one of my favorite of the year.
Mm-hmm.
That I should play something from the Benedictum release. What do you think?
No.
No?
Jackal, whatever that song is, Do It Like a Negro or whatever.
Just Like a Negro.
Yeah, you should play that song.
I think we'll do that then.
I mean, I think that's the only way to end this segment.
I think so, too. I think you're absolutely right. See, you're thinking on your feet.
Trying to. It's because I'm not drinking on my feet tonight.
Well,
so.
It's funny that you bring that up because Keith finds it very interesting that we know Jesse James.
Okay.
And he does periodically now and again check out that Full Throttle Saloon.
Okay.
And it's just like, how cool is that you can just say, hey, I'll call up Jesse James Dupree and say, hey, what's up?
Yeah, well, that's really fascinating.
He likes that, though.
Well, let me just tell you there, Keith. We were hanging out with the Jackal guys.
Yeah.
In the summer.
Yeah, Oshkosh.
Yep.
I don't think either one of us even went up to him.
No, we did. We talked to Jesse.
I didn't.
I did.
I didn't. I didn't even say hello.
I went over there and talked to him for a while, and I said, dude, I want to get you to, do a little thing on our podcast. And he's just like, I'm just, going over here to do this and this and this, and, I'll catch up with you later.
I smoked pot with his bass player, but I didn't.
That counts.
I didn't actually talk to Jesse at all.
I did.
Yeah, I was like, I was too busy for his important ass. And I didn't want him to ask me about that fucking rot gut horseshit fucking whiskey he was trying to get everybody to drink.
Well, it went away quickly.
Yeah, in one fucking idiot's gullet. Fucking John drank that whole bottle.
Your pal John drank it all.
He drank it all, and boy, did it show.
Sure.
Oof, what a dick.
All right, dude. Well, let's play some Jackal. It's Just Like a Negro.
All right, cool.
Exclusively here
On your classic racist show.